Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Port Center Spotlight Podcast. It is the Kuykendall Award winning edition here of the podcast. And today, very special, very grateful to have the 4 winners of the Kuykendall Community Service Awards. It is one of the most prestigious awards here in Port Jervis. And we have our winners. We're about to go into the ceremony. So we're going to give them a chance to say hello, introduce themselves, and then we'll have a chance to chat with each one of them. So, Meghan, you're the senior here. We'll start with you. Everyone gets a chance to introduce themselves, and then we'll have each award winner one at a time. So, Meghan, we'll start with you.
Hello, my name is Meghan Lauture, and I'm a senior here at Port Jervis High School.
All right. Alyvia?
I'm Alyvia Worden, and I go to EME, and I'm a 5th grader.
I'm Gemma DiGiantommaso, and I'm an 8th grader at the middle school.
I'm Bryn Santiago, and I'm a 5th grader at HBE.
That's when you say something cool, girls. You say something good, you get the buzzer there. Feel free to do it yourself. So very proud of them. The Ted Kuykendall Award is, again, for community service here. We've given it out for a long time, but Ted Kuykendall was a businessman here in the 60s in Port Jervis, and really this award and today is a special day. So let's meet our guests. So the 3 of you can relax over here, and we'll start with Meghan, our senior here, and then we'll meet each one of our award winners. Thank you, girls. All right. Good morning. Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
You excited?
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I had a chance to chat with Meghan last night at the multicultural night. This is Meghan Lauture. Meghan, you're going to Howard University.
I am.
Yeah, let's start there. Tell me about your decision to go there.
The decision process was very kind of nerve-wracking, but I think that my friends, definitely my best friend, shout out to her, Mia Summons, very, very supportive in the whole decision-making process. And
what was it about Howard? What was the tipping point that you said, yeah, I'm going to Howard?
It was just it's an HBCU, and they're also #1 in sending African Americans to medical school. So
wow,
that kind of
it's in DC. Where is it?
It's in Washington, DC.
Is it in the heart of DC?
I believe so.
Okay. All right, very cool. Well, Meghan, you're the high school Kuykendall Award winner. If I can just share a little bit here. A lot of leadership skills. She's the National Honor Society Vice President. You are in the PJ Youth Coalition, starred in the recent video. The Class of 25 parliamentarian, DECA Vice President, SAD member, Athletes Helping Athletes, Varsity Club President, Bon Voyage Club, varsity basketball, tennis, boom, boom, boom. A lot of activities. What does it mean for you to be recognized with this Kuykendall Award?
I think I'm very, very grateful, very appreciative. I think I've worked very, very hard, not just in high school, but in middle school, elementary school. And I think I've just worked very hard to get here. And it means a lot to be recognized for all of my hard work and dedication and determination in my academic efforts.
Yeah. Meghan, a lot of kids work hard, but you've worked hard giving of yourself, volunteering, and it's one thing to work hard for a job and get paid and things like that, but it's a different thing to be so giving and sharing your gifts and talents. What do you get out of helping other people?
Honestly, I think it's a multitude of things. I think it makes me a better person, just in all aspects. It makes me more well-rounded. It, I guess, humbles me in a sense. And it just shows you the importance of giving back to your community that brought you up,
Meghan, you're a senior, a young lady here, young adult. That's a lot. This is a lot of stuff. School and college applications and responsibilities, and you got to be here at this time. How do you manage all of that?
It does become a lot, but I'm honestly a very anxious person kind of. So I just have to plan out my days, and that helps, keeping a record of like where I need to be. Like tomorrow I have this meeting, and Tuesday I have to be here, and then Sunday I have to volunteer for this. And I just have like a whole schedule in my planner. And
So do you write it out, or are you a Google Calendar person?
I used to write it out, but more so it's like online, just because it's just easier and it's a lot. So it's
Yeah.
easier to just pull out my phone and just write it in there.
Yeah. Megan, you can see the finish line, June 28th, I think is Port
27th.
27th.
Yeah.
How do you feel right now? You have your college decided. You're going to get some awards. You're certainly going to win some scholarships. How are you feeling with the last few weeks of school left for you?
Honestly, initially I was very, very scared and just sad, about leaving just the town or in the school that I grew up in. But honestly, I'm very excited to, venture out and try new things and gain new knowledge from the outside world.
DC is incredible.
Yeah.
It has so much to offer. There's so many colleges there, so there's a lot of young people. It's pretty cool. What do you think you will miss the most?
I think I'll definitely. It's kind of hard. I think the people here, like I love my teachers. I love them so much. I love my friends. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Madame Fedoric. I love her so much, and also Mrs. Gunderman, my French teacher and my English teacher. And yeah, just how close-knit the community is, and how supportive and helpful they are and everything.
Well, we appreciate you today, Megan. Again, involved in so many things here. Most recently, again, with the Youth Coalition was that video, anti-violence. I mean, you were spot on. You're so professional. You sounded great. You look great. What was that experience like for you? And if you haven't seen it, please go to our website, go to our YouTube. What was it called? Hope Not Hurt.
Choose
right?
Hope Not Hurt.
Choose Hope Not Hurt. And Megan was in there. A bunch of her classmates. Amia was in there. What was that like for you to be involved with that?
It was a very cool experience. The whole entire thing was very professional. Like Mrs. Grismer, one of the advisors for the club, she told us in advance, like it was a whole professional company, but like hearing it and seeing it were like really wow. Like like they had all the lights. It was like a movie set kind of, and then everybody was just like so amazed. They were stopping there asking us like, oh, what is this? And then we were telling them like, oh, we're filming a PSA. And then they all just wanted to see it. They're all very eager and excited to see the finished product.
Well, you answered the bell there. You did great.
Thank you.
All right. Any last shout outs? Anything else you wanted to say?
I would just like to give a big thank you to all of my teachers who have helped me become a better person, both inside and outside of the classroom. And thank you to all of my friends. Yeah. Cool.
Meghan Lauture, it is Teacher Appreciation Week next week, so you'll have a chance to appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. It's an honor to talk with you. You're a special young lady. Cool.
Thank you.
All right. Let's meet our other award winners. We're going to go with Alyvia. We'll give you a chance to get settled. All right. So Alyvia Worden, you up next. Thank you. Thanks, Megan. All right. If you're watching the show live, jump in the chat, say hello, and introduce yourselves. Here is Alyvia Worden. Hi, Alyvia.
Hi.
Good morning. Are you nervous?
Yes.
All right, we'll take care of you here. Alyvia is a fifth grader, East Main Elementary. How do you feel on this award day for you?
I'm very honored, and I'm really happy.
Yeah. And tell me some of the things, Alyvia, here. I got your bio here and all the things that you were involved in. Certainly the mountain bikes. I know it's a big passion of your dad's, but so many activities, the fall foliage, Halloween trunk or treat, the Girl Scouts, the Humane Society. You also got some awards here, Most Improved and Sportsmanship Awards for youth basketball. So tell me about being involved in these activities.
It's really cool. I love going to my local church. We do a lot of cleanups for Girl Scouts, and I'm pretty sure next week we're actually doing a cleanup for Girl Scouts in the woods.
Okay. A lot of activities happening in town, and to do that. Alyvia, is this something mom and dad are saying, hey, sign up for this and go do this? Or is this something you're saying, hey, mom and dad, can you take me to this activity? Is it a little bit of both that makes you do these things, or you just want to do them?
Mostly I want to do them, but sometimes here and there, they'll say like, do you want to like maybe do this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So.
Alyvia, your dad is Bill Worden,
Mm-hmm.
a celebrity here in town, but he's the chief of police. But your dad is more than that. He is, I don't know, he has so many relationships and connections. Is it hard being the chief's daughter? Like, is it hard?
Sometimes, but not really.
Yeah.
Just because there's like a lot of parades and stuff that I go into.
Yeah. Do you feel more kind of like eyes on you or attention towards you because you're the chief's daughter, or are you're just being another kid and it's not a big deal? How is that for you?
It's not really a big deal to me, but I don't really know.
Yeah. All right. You are leaving East Maine here soon. How do you feel about going to middle school?
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet all of the teachers.
Will it be weird for you? You were at ASK, but then you went over there 1 year, but then now you're coming back. Will that be weird to come back, but it's going to be middle school, not ASK?
A little bit, but it's kind of just a mix of both. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm
Okay.
excited.
Yeah, we're excited for you. Alyvia, we're about to go into the auditorium here in a few moments. They're going to call your name. Tell me about the feeling that you think you're going to have when you hear people talking about the things you're doing and to be recognized for that.
I'm really happy, and I'm very grateful for my teacher, Miss Niosi, and I'm just ready.
Yeah, cool. What would you say to a kid who maybe is not involved, not because they don't want to, but they haven't done it? What would you say to a kid who maybe is looking at an event saying, I'm thinking about going to that? What would you say to that kid to try to urge them to go?
I could say, like, if you want to go with me, you can, and we can go together.
Always going with somebody. Even Meghan mentioned her friend Mia, right? They're at a lot of events together. When you can go with someone who has similar interests, it makes it easier for sure. Yeah. Awesome. Out of all of these things, Alyvia, what's something that stands out to you? Was it the candy at the trunk or treat? Was it, the Girl Scouts? What's something that you look back this year and you say, yeah, oh my God, that was really impactful?
Probably the Humane Society, because we got to go there, and we made cat toys and dog toys, and we gave them to the dogs and cats.
So you got to see the animals playing
Yeah.
with the things that you had just made. Wow. That's really nice. You enjoyed that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We just met some leaders from the Humane Society at Rotary there, and great stuff. I see the mountain bike program here too. I know that's a passion of your dad's. Do you enjoy biking as well?
Yeah. I love mountain biking.
You do? It's a little dangerous though. I get nervous. Like, I don't want to go flying off the thing. Do you get nervous riding the bike?
Not really.
No. Have you fallen?
I flipped over the handlebars once.
Wow. You were okay?
Yeah.
Wow. So much in the community has been involved in creating these trails and getting that set up, because it brings a lot of the public to Port Jervis too. Yeah, that's awesome. Anything else you wanted to share, Alyvia?
Just a shout out to my best friend Cece.
Nice. So I know your family will be here tonight. They're proud of you, your sisters. So we're excited, and thanks for doing all this kind of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Alyvia Worden, everyone. Thank you again. Watching live, jump in and say hello. Next up is going to be Bryn. All right. Alyvia, let's trade out these chairs. So let's slide these out, and we'll go with the bigger chair there. We'll slide these down. All right. Bryn, come on in. Bryn Santiago, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, we'll get you propped up there. Is that good?
Yep.
Girls, make sure they're getting a few awards today, but we had to bring the girls some bling. These are our newest Port Jervis stickers with the bling on them. So make sure you take your stickers, girls. Here's your old two. Gemma, you'll get yours when you come. All right. Well, oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Cool. Hi,
Hi.
this is Bryn.
Mhm.
Welcome from
Thank you.
HBE, Bryn Santiago. Bryn, how do you feel this morning?
I'm feeling a little excited and a little nervous.
Yeah. You don't have to speak, which is nice, but you get to
Mhm.
hear some people speak about you. Miss Mesnick will speak about you.
Mhm.
So let's talk about community service, Bryn. Tell us some of the things that you're involved in here.
So I've been doing gymnastics since I think I was about 2.
Oh,
I used to do the first class I was ever involved in was a parent taught class, and I did that with my mom.
okay.
And then I think I've just grown from there, and I've been doing competitive gymnastics for about 4 years. And I'm going to Nashville in May.
Whoa, that's this month.
Mhm.
Wow, you flying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nashville's a great town.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're very involved in softball too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I think if everything plays out well, I'm gonna have a game on Monday, and then I might have one Wednesday and Saturday too,
Mm-hmm.
depending on my schedule.
Yeah, that's a lot in the hopper there.
Mhm.
The weather's not looking so hot Sunday and
No.
Monday, so we'll see about that. Competitive gymnastics, that's
Uh-huh.
intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had my state meet on April 4th, and I think I did pretty well considering all my other last meets. I got all 9.0s or higher. But I was really proud of myself, and after that, we were home and we were just like chilling out. And then the next day, I had practice.
Oh my goodness, those are very physical activities. A lot
Mhm.
going on there. What do you get out of gymnastics personally?
Personally, I think I just get stronger,
Yeah.
and it helps me like gain my confidence when I do like bigger skills.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was just learning how to do a back handspring, and I was like, I can't do it. And then one day I was like, I'm gonna do it today. I got this. And I was
Wow.
confident in myself, and I did it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What is your event here? What's if you you could only pick 1 or 2 gymnastics events? What would that be?
Probably bars and
All right, hold on.
floor.
You're saying bars like I know what you're talking about. Is that the one that they're next to each other?
No, it's the one where it's lower, and then the other one's like out here.
Where they're flipping around on those things? Where
Yeah.
you're throwing yourself in between the bars? That one?
No.
No.
So I just do like a pullover or a kip, and then I do a squat on it, and I jump to the high bar,
Oh my goodness.
and then I do a kip, and then I'm still figuring out my routine.
Do you have all that stuff on your hands and
The chalk.
wraps and chalk and all that
The
stuff?
chalk, I don't have grips yet, but
Can I see that? Can I see
check.
these hands? Are they like massively
They're hard.
strong? Like
It's hard to do it because it's like, oh, you get a rip, and then you're like, oh, it hurts to do bars now.
yeah.
But then I still keep pushing myself to do it.
Good for you. That's cool. Do you go on the big flat blue pad thing? That big like
Floor?
the floor. Is that what
Yeah.
they call it?
Yeah.
I love stepping on that thing. It makes you want to flip.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So do you do that stuff too?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Brett, let's talk a little bit about community service. I mean, you're here because, again, involved in school, involved in activities, but it's really the community service here. You have a lot going on. Girls on the Run, the Grace Community Church, a lot of activities that you're involved in, the PTA, different things. So talk to me about the community service in addition to all this other, the physical sports.
So in school, I do a program where I do peer leaders, and that's basically where every Wednesday I go into a 3rd and 4th grade class, and I go in there and help out after my lunch period, like kind of during it. So it's okay with me if I miss recess, because that's
Okay.
not really a day
Yeah.
I would have a flag football game.
Yeah. Okay. So
And-
you're doing that, being a peer leader in school, talking with the other
Mhm.
students.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then I also do field cleanup with my dad and some of my other teammates at the Little League fields down by the creamery. I go down there, and before each season starts, I go and I help clean up the field and get it ready for game season.
Yeah, and that was just last weekend, right? Maybe
I
2
think
weekends ago?
field cleanup was
Opening day was last
Yeah.
weekend. Yeah.
opening day was last weekend, but I think field cleanup was like 2 to 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out to your dad.
Mhm.
Serves on our school board here,
Yeah.
Don Santiago. Very
Mhm.
cool. You are leaving the place to be, HBE, very soon here.
Mhm.
How do you feel getting ready to go to middle school?
I was a little nervous at first, but now I'm kind of excited because my teachers have been telling us like, "Oh, you guys are gonna love the teachers there. They're gonna be so nice," and I'm kind of getting more and more excited.
Yeah. You'll get to meet Miss Cook today, your
Mhm.
principal in the middle school. She'll be here for the Kuykendall Awards.
Mhm.
Different than Alyvia, you haven't really spent time in this building.
No.
So the middle school will be totally new to you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Except for like the plays and the stuff in the auditorium,
Mhm.
I haven't really been around here.
Okay. You'll figure it out.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very cool. Bryn, do you see yourself continuing with the gymnastics? That's not an activity that we have in school.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself continuing doing that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So my the coach, like the owner kind of the building, she was like, "Oh, it would be cool if we had a middle school gymnastics team. If you guys could like join and then we could like practice at our gym."
Ooh.
And I was like, "That would be a good idea. I have to
Mhm.
talk to my teachers to
Yeah.
get help with the middle school."
Kind of bringing that together.
Mhm.
Well, you never know. We just started girls lacrosse, so you
Mhm.
never know what
Yeah.
could come of it. Anything else you wanted to share, Bryn?
No, except for a big shout out to my family. That was they were just like pushing me and giving me more confidence as I go on to
You're the oldest in the family.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh. And just got a dog like last year, 2 years ago. So it was a big responsibility at first. But then we started to get the hang of it, and now it's just like playtime, playtime. Oh, we gotta
Yeah.
feed you now.
Yeah. Are you the pack leader of the dog? You're the boss?
No,
No.
mom is.
Mom is the
He
boss.
loves the mom.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm the pack leader of my Ruby. I got a soft spot for dogs. Thanks for tuning in live here. These are our Kuykendall Award winners. This is Bryn Santiago from HBE. Last thing, you're doing a lot of stuff. You also go to school early because you enjoy 0-hour PE. Why don't you tell our audience what the heck that is?
So you're supposed to get to school around 7:20, 7:30. And then we go down to this gym at 7:30. We warm up, we stretch, and then we do like the activity of the week. So let's say the first week of school it was flag football. So we were doing the flag football, and then after that unit ended, we were going into a different unit, and then we kind of got in the hang of it. And I just started like waking up naturally without an alarm, so that's good.
Wow.
Mhm.
You're very active.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Who runs that? Mrs. Hartman or Mr. Nacelle?
Yes, Miss Hartman and Mr. Nacelle
Yeah,
both.
they're incredible.
Mhm.
Mrs. Hartman does so much and involved in so many activities.
Mhm.
Well, this is great, Bryn. Really proud of
Mhm.
you, and thanks for doing all this. Thanks to all of our winners here. So it's excellent.
Mhm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Bryn Santiago, everyone. HBE. You want to give one more little? All right, Gemma, you are up. Gemma DiGiantommaso from our middle school. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for coming on. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you
You
too.
girls all look so great today. I put the tie on for you. All right, scoot in there again. Move in a little bit. It's Gemma. I'm not gonna say it. It's Gemma. And your older sister's first name again?
Gianna.
She's involved in so much as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Gemma.
Thank you.
There's a lot of names here in Port Jervis that, are long-time names here. DiGiantommaso is one of them. I love it. I've been working on my pronunciation. Your cousins got me trained years ago. Well, congratulations on
Thank you
winning
so
the Kuykendall Award. How do you feel about that?
I feel really honored that I got this award because I wasn't expecting to get it because there's so many like people in my grade that are like so involved in
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm just like really grateful that I was able to get this award.
When they called you down, when the middle school team called you down and said, Gemma, you won, what did that feel like?
I was like really excited and I wasn't expecting it. And then like they were like giving me all this information about stuff and I was like, oh, that's really soon and stuff.
I got to turn it around quickly. Yeah. Well, you got to hear about all of our other winners and their kind of activities and stuff. You are very involved in music. You love music. I remember you playing on the Port Pride little video a couple of years ago. Tell me about your love of music.
I've like enjoyed music ever since I was like really little. Like my mom and my dad got me started very young because my mom, like she used to play saxophone and like do chorus and stuff, and my dad's like he plays piano and guitar and stuff, and that's really what got me involved into it. And then when I did dance when I was younger, it also got me into music because that's when I knew I wanted to play the flute, and that's what I've been doing lately.
The flute is your main thing.
Yes.
Is that what you played on the video last year? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Wow. And you've gone to these NISMA festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And today we have an all-county practice, our first all-county practice,
Okay.
and the show is tomorrow for it.
Fantastic. So you're going with Miss Carreri and Mrs. Cross involved with this? Where are you going?
We're going to Monroe.
Okay.
And
Good luck.
Thank you.
Is it high school and middle school or just middle school?
So it's 7th, 8th, and 9th grade because
Okay.
9th grade could either make it into high school or middle school.
Okay. Now I know your sister is involved in the musicals and stuff. Are you the middle school musical is next weekend? Are you involved with that as well?
Yes, I am.
You're in Newsies.
Yes, I'm in Newsies.
The preview the other night at the board meeting, people are still talking about it. It was so good. Tell me about your involvement with Newsies.
So I've been very involved in Newsies, and we've been doing costumes lately. So like we're all like helping each other out in the back and stuff, and all with the set pieces and stuff. And it's just like really fun, and everyone gets along, and it's like
They were singing in there yesterday before Multicultural Night, just randomly singing.
Yeah.
Man in the Mirror, Michael Jackson.
yeah, that's our chorus song, and then like sometimes like we just like randomly start singing
Yeah.
songs from our shows and stuff.
Tell the audience again, your advisors in there, Mrs. Prundle, Ms. Valentine, Ms. Halpenny, Mr. Harris. You got some authentic costumes. This isn't like just a random shirt from grandma's closet. You got some real deal costumes. Tell us about that.
These costumes were like $5,000, and some of them were actually used in the actual like musical.
On Broadway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we have some of them, but now we're making up for the money with ads.
Yeah. So you can give a pitch here. If the people are going to donate, they can do that through the program for the play and all of that. Okay, cool. Well, Gemma, let's talk a little bit about the community service here. You have excellent grades. You're highly involved in school. You're taking Regents level courses. You're on the varsity soccer team?
No.
No, it's just that it's this. Okay, so that's not.
No.
Sorry, I don't know. It says it there. Sorry. Talk to me about some of the community service that you were recognized for. For winning the award.
Yeah. So every year, my grandpa, my sister, and my little cousin, we always like go to like the cemetery, and we like put flags on like their graves in September. And like there's like a bunch of other people like to honor them for like their like war service and stuff. And we do that every year.
Very nice. Yeah. Very cool. Okay. And you have a goal here that you want to go to an Ivy League school. Wow. We've had several Port Jervis students go to Ivy League schools. So, well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Anything else you wanted to share?
I would just like to thank all my teachers, my friends, and my family because they always support me through everything. And they're the people who got me here today.
Very cool. This has been fantastic. I'm honored to meet these four fine young people. Really good stuff. So, ladies, why don't you come join Gemma here? Megan, if you want to pull that other chair up and scoot next to her, or if you want to bring that one over, Megan, just so it's high enough.
Okay.
You're taller, but let's make sure we're high enough. Scoot in here. No, towards me. It's a little tight. All right. Cool. Thank you, Megan. And then Alyvia and Bryn, you fill in behind here. We're about to head into the ceremony here. You got to pull in tight there, Megan.
All right.
All right, there we are. Cool. All right. Well, I just wanted to bring them together again. These are our 4 Kuykendall Award winners. Girls, there's a lot of port pride going on, but just so you know that this award means a lot to a lot of people. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the community service that you're doing. And as you move on to college, as you move on to high school, as you move on to middle school, we urge you to continue, as well as, like, who said it earlier? Bring a friend. Someone you said that. You said about bringing a friend. Bring somebody with you, right? Maybe it's somebody who's maybe not involved as much. Maybe you invite them with you. So, Megan, you did a great job starting us off. So we will start with you again, talking about port pride. What does port pride mean to you, Megan?
I think that port pride means showing up, being there for each other, and supporting each other through everything. And
You've done that in a lot of ways.
yeah.
Yeah, you've done it in so many ways. If you haven't watched their PSA, choose hope, not hurt.
Yes.
Definitely go do that. It's on our YouTube channels. It's on our website. All that kind of stuff. So, Gemma, what does port pride mean to you?
Port pride to me means like being involved and like being like super respectful to others, because you always want to be like nice to others because you don't know like what they're going through, and like you want to like help out like always with everything that you can to like make our community better and our school better.
Are you the last DiGiantommaso? There's no one coming behind you.
No.
No, not till future generations get back here. Wow. I'm going to have to keep saying your last name a lot here. It just rolls off the tongue here. Awesome. Alyvia, what does it mean to you?
Helping out with your community and being a good student.
Bryn, port pride.
Kind of like helping out others, because like you don't know what they want to do. Just because of what they're doing doesn't mean they'd have to do exactly what you want to do.
Wow. Well said. Girls, really listening to you, and I would urge people to go back and listen again, to listen to all 4 of your different interests. The things you're involved in have just been really fantastic. You each have done the community service part, but you also have some individual passions, whether it's music, whether it's fitness and gymnastics, those type things. I think it's important that you have both. That it's not just one thing. You're all very involved, so we're proud of you. Your teachers are watching. Thanks, Ms. Polsonelli, for jumping in and saying hello. Girls, yesterday was Principal's Day. Today is School Lunch Hero Day. And next week is Teacher Appreciation Week. It's also Nurses Day next week. So you're being recognized today, but let's make sure we recognize those people as well. So we got to get you into the ceremony there. So we appreciate this. Again, Meghan Lauture, Gemma DiGiantommaso, Alyvia Worden, and Bryn Santiago are Kuykendall Award winners. Thanks, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How about you give a wave to the camera? We'll tell everyone goodbye. And how about a go port, girls? 1, 2, 3.
Go Port!
Bam! We'll see you at the Kuykendall ceremony, everyone. It's not live, but it will be on YouTube probably later today. So one more wave, girls.